everyone, Edna Kimball, Edna Sells, and welcome to today's episode where we have a installation specialist. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Xavin Lackey of Lacky
Spray
foam company. And Xavin, you're the owner of the company?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and how long have you been in business?
Going on a year now.
A year? Okay.
Yes,
Tahlequah's been good to you?
Yes. Mostly like around the lake region.
Okay, okay, the lake area,
Yeah.
the lake area. Now, first I should say, Xavin, where are you originally from?
Vian, Oklahoma.
Vian.
Yes.
And I've known Xavin from day one. Xavin is actually my great nephew. So we're family. And Xavin, you got into the installation business.
Yes.
That's hard to say. Hard to say. And you've been pretty busy this year because of the wild weather, I'm
Yes.
thinking, right?
It has been pretty good this year. Obviously, I still want to grow and get more business, but yes.
Okay. And are you tarot certified?
No, the way that I think I went and got my papers and stuff, and I think I at least have to be in business for 2 years, I want to say.
Okay, and then you will, but
Yep.
you are a Native American owned business.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there you go. So, and working toward the tarot, they definitely do have some guidelines. So you only do foam insulation?
We also do fiberglass batting.
Okay, nice.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you only do new construction, or will you also come in and kind of upgrade a home?
So we do remodels, but the sheetrock has to be completely out. If there's sheetrock up, we do not have the equipment as of right now to do that.
Okay,
So,
sounds like it could be a coming soon
yep.
situation.
Hopefully.
Fantastic. Okay. And so tell us why insulation is so important and choosing, do you prefer the pink batting or do you think the foam is the way to go?
I definitely lean more towards the foam. Foam, it is gonna, so like fiberglass batting, once you put it up, after so long it's gonna fall down and there's gonna get crevices and stuff where you'll be able to feel air. Foam expands into those crevices and stuff, so that's not going to happen after a while. Definitely would prefer the spray foam insulation.
Okay.
Close cell. I would say just depending on what, if you have a barn dominium type or a garage, close cell. If it is a residential home or like a traditional home, I definitely would go with open cell.
Okay. And open cell is?
Open cell is, the easiest way is open cell expands a lot more and it's a lot more fluffy, to where closed cell is going to give your home a lot more structural integrity.
Oh.
And it doesn't really expand as much. It only comes out to about 1 inch, 2 inches. So.
Okay. So even if they say, okay, I definitely know I want foam, then there's still another decision to make.
Yes.
Which foam?
Yes.
Okay. So open cell and closed cell.
Yep.
Guys, I did not know that. I just thought all foam was the same foam. Now, Xavin is really shy in front of the camera,
Yes.
but he's very nervous. But I do believe you had previously mentioned that a lot of the foam is also somewhat fire retardant and insect resistant.
Yes. So it's for sure insect resistant, and as far as fire retardant, I'm pretty sure that it is. It just depends on what material you spray.
Okay,
So,
it depends on which one you went with.
Yes.
So, and then guys, we've had some crazy weather this winter. So even though right now for remodels, he is doing that, I think it's really important. That was one of the reasons I contacted you, is we had a lot of busted pipes in Cherokee County this last year. And I think having a good contact for someone who can come in if you're doing a remodel and really make sure that that insulation is taken care of. But it's also a consideration for summertime too, right?
Yes, it is. It will definitely bring your air conditioning bill down.
Okay. A lot, he said. And in the lake area homes, you've got all these huge, big, beautiful windows.
Yes.
Which actually just acts like an oven and heats the house up.
Yes.
So if you can get the insulation correct, then it could be a huge, huge difference. So now there's been a little bit of a back and forth on, do you think that you should use spray foam in the attic of a pre-existing home if someone called and said, hey, we want you to come and spray foam the attic?
Yeah, we've done multiple buildings and stuff. I don't see any difference between, spray foam or if you was to go with fiberglass or anything like that, I would definitely choose spray foam because it's going to stay up in the ceiling a lot longer than fiberglass batting will.
I've seen so many home inspections where the fiberglass batting has fallen,
Yep.
or where the insects or rodents have used it as a
Yes.
nest,
Yes.
and you don't really see that with the foam spray, right?
No.
So
We actually are remodeling a house, and we had just tore out the ceiling, and it was awful. They had blow-in insulation. It was horrible.
okay, and blown insulation is a completely different product.
Yeah, so basically it's fiberglass batting, but it is all shredded up, and it just blows on top of your ceiling.
Yeah, it
So,
kind of looks like wet newspaper. Right,
Yeah.
right. So that you're not a fan of.
Not necessarily, no.
He's not gonna trash it though. So okay, but foam is kind of the top end.
Yes.
And if somebody had like a really high pitched attic, even though it's not new construction or a remodel, you could still
Yes.
take care of that.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. And we really do think that, especially in our market, whether it's at the lake or in town, having good insulation is a game changer with our extreme temperatures. But speaking of extreme temperatures, how do you handle the heat of getting into these attics and things?
It is very hard. So normally we try to keep a fan to circulate the air inside the attic and stuff, but there's only so much you can do. So it is very hard. We do switch out guys quite often. So because you're in a Tyvek suit and then you got a respirator mask on, so it does get very hot.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we just try to rotate guys as often as possible.
And I'm thinking you've slimmed down since last time I've
Yes,
seen you.
yes.
Is that why?
Yes, I think I went from like 250 pounds to 198 or something like that. Yeah.
From being in the
Yes,
attic.
that's
Oh my
all
gosh.
from that, so.
Jill and I are like, maybe we'll come help you a day or two. It's a quick weight loss program. So I've actually, because I've been doing this a while, I've worked with quite a few home inspectors, and we've had a few home inspectors pass out in the attic before. Have you guys had anything like that?
Not yet, and
Not
hopefully
yet.
we don't.
Hopefully you don't. Okay, well, I think it sounds like you're using a lot of safety guidelines and
Yes.
and trying to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So okay, so tell us what else we might not know about insulation that the average person should know.
That's a lot. So I would definitely consider before you get insulation, you need to look at the R value. A lot of people don't really take that into consideration, I don't think. Along with that, it kind of just something that you have to look into personally because, some people might prefer open cell on this one and closed cell that one. A lot of it is get in touch with the whoever's doing your insulation because with each chemical or whatever, they do have sheets and stuff that'll tell you that. So they could send you those sheets and you could go over it and see exactly which one you want.
Okay, so reach out to the
Yes.
expert, have almost like a consultation.
Yes.
Now, is that something that you do? Like you come out and you consult on the job
Yes.
and give a bid? Or?
Yes, so I will, when people get a hold of me, I can come out and give them a bid and kind of go over everything, or if they text me and they have all the measurements, I can also do it over the phone.
Oh, perfect. Okay. And so it's based upon the measurements
Yes.
then. Okay, the
Yes.
size of the attic or the size of the
Yes, we
house.
do the square foot of each wall. A lot of people will text me and be like, the whole house is this many square feet. And I'm like, it's going to take a little bit more than that,
I have a 1,600 square foot home, but
Yeah.
that doesn't tell you if there's 14 walls,
Yeah.
whereas some of them are just open floor plan.
Yes.
Okay, so it's the amount of walls
Yes.
as opposed to the total square footage.
Yes.
Okay, that does make sense. Now, you said the R rating. Explain to the listeners what R rating means.
So the R value is
R value. Sorry, not R rating. I'm talking about movies, aren't I? Okay, R value.
so your higher numbers like your R. I would do fiberglass batting like your R19 and higher isn't going to let as much air in or out to where your R19 is going to let a little bit more air in or a little bit more air out.
So when it comes to the R factor, you're looking for a higher number?
So higher can be bad and it also can be not enough. So I have a guide that kind of tells me like what fiberglass batting in the attic the range between what you should go through, and then the walls with the range of the R value you should go to. So like walls is like R19 to R21, and the attic is actually like R60.
Okay.
So
Okay, perfect. And it's important for homeowners to know that every loan program, like if somebody was buying a home through an FHA program or a VA program or an RD program, they have different guidelines too. So that is something to keep in mind. Now, doing new construction, you're working with the builders, and the builders would know, that kind of thing. And then you probably have minimums that you recommend. So either way, you would be covered with that. So yeah. So Xavin, when you're not crawling around in an attic, what do you do?
A lot of time it's just hanging out with family, kids, and stuff. And then
Okay.
even though when I'm not crawling in an attic, it's also business related stuff that you don't really think about. I've got to know that stuff a lot. So
Yeah, being a business owner is surprising to people, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And here's the thing, guys, it runs in the blood. He has got a really strong work ethic. Y'all know, everybody thinks I'm a workaholic right here too. So if you're looking for someone who's really committed and is going to return those phone calls and stay on the job, definitely reach out to Xavin. So how many are on your crew right now? What kind of crew are you carrying?
So actually, I have one trailer right now, and most of the time it's me and one other person. Normally it's Dad.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
normally it's him. It's real fun.
Which is my nephew,
Yes.
and then he's my great nephew.
So it's real fun getting to boss him around.
Oh, bossing Dad around. Jill is cracking up. I love that. That's why you started the business, right?
Yeah.
So get to boss Dad around. I love it.
But
But technically, probably Mom is actually the real boss behind
yes,
it.
yes.
We're all afraid of Mom. Always.
But normally it's just me and him. On bigger jobs, we will hire one other person. I know today it was more of a two-person job, but I went ahead and hired somebody else so I could come do this. And that's normally what I do is I'll hire somebody else so I can go do other things and stuff like that.
Okay, because there's the marketing
Yes,
and the taxes and all of the things that we don't know
Yes.
until we get into it, right?
Yes.
Well, we are super excited. I do think it's really important. Again, it's use local, shop local, work with local individuals, and then knowing that that the business owner is from the area, you're going to turn around and spend money that you make right back into the market. And I'm just a big believer in promoting our small local businesses. Yes, I am related to him, so that's another layer. But honestly and truly, if he wasn't a rock star, I would probably just pretend I didn't know what he was doing. Or I'd kick his butt and make sure he got it straight. But so you had mentioned that when you're not working, you like to hang out with family. What does that look like?
A lot of times, like on the weekends and stuff, we always try to, go out and do something. This last weekend we went to the aquarium.
Oh,
So,
nice, because you have two children.
Yes.
Yes, so tell us about the kids.
They're a mess, both of them. So the oldest one is 1. He will turn 2 in November, and then the youngest is 8 months. Yes.
You are in the thick of things,
Yes.
aren't you?
And
Yes.
then the youngest one is about to start walking around. He's already crawling into everything, and he's really about to start getting into everything. So that's going to be real fun.
So guys, here's the thing, 2 boys, and these kiddos are the cutest. I used to think you were the cutest kid I've ever seen other than mine, but now I'm thinking your kids are the cutest things I've ever seen. So adorable, adorable. I love that. And again, just going back to giving back to the community and supporting local business owners, I think that's really super smart. So anything else we should know, Xavin, while you're here?
Not that I can think of, but if y'all do have questions, y'all can always give a shout. So
I love that, because here's the thing, sometimes as a homeowner, we don't know what we need or what we don't need. Have you ever gone to a home to do a consultation and they didn't actually need more?
So I went to a lot of homes, and not necessarily that they need more, but like I'll ask them, okay, are you looking at open sale or closed sale? And they're like, I didn't know there was a difference.
See, I never knew there was a difference.
And then I'll tell you the R value, and they're like, I don't even know what that is. And I'm
Right.
Like, okay.
Right.
So that's more so what we get into once we go to homes and stuff. But there is a lot of people that already got their minds made up and that have already, kind of decided on what they wanted.
Maybe done the research or whatever. Okay, yeah. Well, what we're going to do, Xavin, we're going to put the best contact information for you down below.
Okay.
What is typically the easiest way to reach you?
Either text or call. I will
so
answer.
you're just direct number. Okay, I love that. I love that.
I will answer Facebook messages, but not as quick as.
Sure.
Yes.
And here's, I'm so glad you brought that up. Here's the thing, guys, for those of you who maybe don't do a lot of Facebook or Facebook messaging, Facebook does really weird things with messages. So sometimes somebody will message me and I may not see it for like 2 weeks because there's several different layers. And if Facebook perceives it to be like a scam or something, it'll put it into a completely different folder and then it'll almost like hold it. And then it'll show it to me and I'm like, wait, where was this at? So I always recommend, rather than the Facebook messaging, I think going straight to the cell phone is probably the best way to do that. So, okay, fantastic. So also I noticed when I Googled you, because I always do my research, you've got some 5-star reviews out there. So happy clients?
I try to. And then obviously when I get there, I'm like, if you could just fill this survey out one time, that'd be great. But we also work with our people. I think we can work with them a lot better than bigger companies can also. You know, if we missed a spot or so, because it does happen, we can just get a hold of us and we'll always come back and fill those holes in or whatever with no charge, you know.
I love that. Yeah. So follow up after the service to make sure that the client is very happy. Yeah. Well, I really appreciate you taking time out of the attic to come in and to actually hire someone so that you could be here, because, you know, promoting the business, marketing, that's going to be part of it.
Yes.
And guys, please like, follow, and share so that we can get the word out that Xavin does have this incredible company locally. You love new construction.
Yes.
You love the remodels.
Yep.
Yep. And then if you just have an attic that you feel like you're not sure if you've got enough insulation, Xavin can come out and do a consultation and let you know what's happening there.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Awesome. So please like, follow, and share so we can get the word out. As always, if you would like to be a guest on our show, or if there's a topic you would like for us to cover, reach out and let us know. And thanks for watching, everyone.